Thanks for staying with us. It's time for our weekly Adopt a Pet segment with the St. Lucie County Humane Society. Rita Hart is back with another great pet to adopt. Thanks for joining us again, Rita.
Thanks, Ed. As always, we're so appreciative of this opportunity to showcase our beautiful animals. This is Ben.
Hello,
and,
Ben.
Yeah, Ben is a 7-year-old poodle mix. I'm not sure what he's mixed with, but I do know he is a sweetheart. Unfortunately, his story's a little sad. He came to us because his owner passed away, but he was very well cared for. I fostered him overnight last night before coming here today, and he got along great with my dogs. They played very nicely together. I had him in a crate overnight, and he slept beautifully in the crate without any noise.
Not a barker, huh?
No, so he's a great little dog.
Yeah, he's friendly and very mild here, and just happy for anybody who'll pet him and give him a little attention.
Yeah.
I like how he looks you right in the eye when you talk to him.
He has a beautiful face, and he was recently neutered. He came into us needing that done, and that's all part of our adoption fee when anyone adopts from the Humane Society of St. Lucie County. The animals come with a microchip, up-to-date vaccinations, and if they aren't already spayed and neutered, then we do that as well. So when the animals go home, especially if they're not a special needs dog and they're healthy, then potentially the owner does not have to see a vet until the following year when they're due for their annual vaccinations again. Right. So that's should be the case with Ben. He's a healthy little guy. He's 7, so in dog years we consider him a senior citizen, but he shows no sign of that. He was engaging my little Shih Tzu Terrier mix, who's about the same size as him. He was engaging him in play last night and running around. He was great with my daughter, who's just a little one. So he's going to be a wonderful pet.
He's good for kids too, then.
Yes.
And playful is always good.
Yeah.
I don't see any shedding going on. This kind of dog is good if you have allergies.
Absolutely. Now he will need some grooming. His hair's very short right now, but as that grows in a little bit, we may have. I'm not sure how what he looked like when he came into us. So we may have trimmed him a little bit, or his previous owner may have just kept his hair really short. But this type of breed will need some grooming from time to time. But yes, you're right. He's not a shedder at all.
Yep, and he just sits real calm and gentle while you pet him. Nice little dog. So you've got always so many dogs and cats for adoption out there. You've got to keep working hard to find ways to fund all that.
We do, and one of our huge, or probably our biggest fundraiser through the year is our Fur Ball and Catsino Night, which is going to be held this year on March 9th. It's a Saturday at the Pelican Yacht Club in Fort Pierce. It should be a great night. Luminaries magazine called it last year the most exciting event of the season, and what it entails is a dinner and cocktails, live and silent auction, and then after dinner's over, gaming. They have gaming tables, slot machines, all that kind of thing that you...
And that's the Catsino.
That's the Catsino part of it. We're encouraging people, it's a Western theme, and we're encouraging people to dress up in their best Western wear, women in their saloon girl costumes.
And that will be quite evident in Luminaries?
Yeah, Luminaries should show that off a little bit before the event. We have been given the honor of being on the cover just before the event, so that is a great honor for us, and we'll be able to showcase what we hope people will be wearing that night. But it's always a fun night, huge fundraiser for us, and this year especially important because, as you know, we're in the process of building a new facility in Port St. Lucie on Glades Cutoff Road. The building is well under construction now. The walls and the roof are up. We just put the cupola up on top of the building recently, which was a big milestone for us. And it's on 4¼ acres on Glades Cutoff Road.
A lot of room.
Lots of room. We expect it to open in the fall, and we will have a grand opening at that time. But obviously that kind of thing takes a lot of money, and so this Fur Ball is especially important to us this year as a result.
Right. Well, a big place like that, do the animals get to go outside and run? Is there an outdoor time for them?
Yes. In fact, they do now at our facility in Fort Pierce. We have several play yards, fenced-in play yards, and thanks to the volunteers that we have, Paula O'Neill, our volunteer coordinator, has a little over 200 volunteers on staff. And so they're there throughout the day, and they take the dogs out in the play yard. And our new facility will have the same capability. In fact, we are going to have an indoor play yard at our new building where the sun is able to come in through the top, but it's indoors, making it a little bit nicer should the weather, you know, not be quite right. A place where people can meet and greet the animals if they're considering them for adoption.
Right. And the animals get more of a sense, I guess, of being out in the sunlight, and probably it's good for them to feel that.
Right, right. It is good for them. And little Ben here gets walked a couple times a day by our volunteers, and certainly our shelter staff gives them a lot of love, as much as they can, for the time that they're with us.
It's got to be hard for the volunteers when they're leaving, because all the dogs love the attention, and it's probably very hard to leave them while they're all howling and yapping.
It is, and my office is on the second floor of the building, but I can hear what's going on in the shelters throughout the day. I always know when it's feeding time, because they get a little bit louder, and once our doors open to the public and people can walk through to see the animals, I can hear that too, because yeah, they're all vying for attention. But we, you know, it's just, the staff there is just awesome. We had, on Friday, I had my camera in hand taking pictures for the newspapers, and somebody told me to go look at the puppies that we had out. And we had a stray pit bull come into us who was pregnant at the time, and she gave birth to 10 puppies while at the shelter, and in about another week or so, those puppies will be available for adoption. So the shelter workers brought them out into a play yard in this beautiful weather, and they got all kinds of attention.
Oh, I'm sure they were jumping all over each other.
That's right.
Well, great. Furball on March 9th.
That's right.
If somebody wants to give you a call, find out more.
Yep, they can. Well, they can call me personally on my cell phone, 801-8564, and our website, www.hsslc.org. There's information on there and other contact information as well, or they can call the shelter directly.
Great. Rita Hart, St. Lucie County Humane Society, thanks for joining us again. Thanks for bringing in Ben.
All right, thanks, Ed.
Okay. And we'll be back after this quick message.